Hello, hello. I haven't actually connected my model yet, so let me do that. Still kind of waking up. uh, I still may be a little sick, but whatever, right? Let me do this. Mobile dashboard is ready. No way. It's almost like I have it on. 89. What is? Okay, that's good enough. I don't think I muted in time for that. Well, as you might see from the title, uh, uh, hmm. Gonna be playing Holo versus Robo because I want to make that video, and I find it hard to like play on my own. So I just figured, why don't I just stream it, right? I can just I can just download the VOD afterward and then do that. Um, game audio. There we are. Now, game. Hello versus Robo. That should work, hopefully. Yeah. There we go. um, I've already done some of this actually. I played through. What is it? I played through the first 10 levels on my own, and I've kind of just been putting it off. So I figure, hey, if I don't like stream this, I'm probably never gonna get around to finishing it. So that's my goal. It took forever to beat these last two levels though, which when the video comes out you'll be able to see. I spent, so like it took me, what, 3-4 hours to beat all this? And I think my webcam's not that, like, not far down enough. But like it took me like 3 or 4 hours to do this, and like 2 to 3 hours were just these two levels. So I'm kinda worried about these 10. As you might assume, I'm not doing that. If I do marathon mode, I don't know if it'll, continue me. I feel like that's a one run. Ugh. Yeah, it sucks being sick. I think I might be a little sick, just from being nervous, for tomorrow. But we'll see, we'll see. I can, like... Isn't there a... I thought there was a select past. Anyway... I'll just... Yeah, I missed Callie. I was wondering. Just HolyMyth. I should also make this clear. So, obviously, some levels are only theoretically possible with this lineup, right? Because I'm not gonna bring any producers. Though, if I really need to, I'll bring Noroka, and then if I really, really need to, I'll bring Achan. That's how like, that's the best way I can do, like, mostly do it. So it's gonna be mainly these 5. But if I really need to, I'll bring one of them too. But I'm gonna try my hardest to not do that. That's why I took like 3 hours trying to beat 2 levels. I also haven't taken out, so I don't know how to like how I should edit it and format the video, because so far wait, actually I want to record at the same time so I have a recording in the back. I want the recording, hopefully the recording doesn't capture my audio, but can I make it so it doesn't do that? Properties, advanced audio properties maybe. Whatever, I can just mute it and then put some goofy music on the background. Because I wanted to record the gameplay, because I have this recording screen, you see, like, this screen of it, like, yeah, I have this screen, which I use for recording, which I hope it records that, but actually there might be something in settings to do that. Video? No. Stream appearance general. I don't know. Oh, whatever. I can always just say, and I streamed this on, you know, here. So I'm gonna start recording, like, on the other part too. I hope it just records the gameplay, but I feel like it's just gonna record this scene. Which is... yeah, I can't do much about that, right? I'll just say some, like... and if you wanted to see this live, I'm Twitch.tv and YouTube.com. I stream every once in a while. So yeah. That's just how it's gonna be, right? Yeah, I was... that button. But... you know... it's just... how it's gonna be. It's gonna look a little strange because the first 10 levels are recorded without that. So maybe I should upload that video, right? God, I hope I'm better by tomorrow at least, because I wanna stream, or not stream. I wanna do the karaoke. Worst case, I'll have to push that to next week. I feel like honestly, it might be because of how nervous I am that I can't do it. Like that's why I'm so you know. Anyway, Gura I found is one of the best for this challenge, as long as the first like few spawn in the same 3 lanes. Because I can do that. Yeah, that's good. You see? Oh well, actually, let me move myself over a little bit just so you can actually see. I'm gonna make myself much smaller this stream because this is also like my recording time. So, you know, I'm gonna be doing that at the same time. I want as much as I can shown. I'm just gonna have to use Callie to deal with, well, shit. At least Callie recharges fast, but let's see how low Gura can get her, because it's only level 1. So we'll see. And again, Gura is probably going to be carrying this run, like, very much. And also, like, good sacrifice of mowers. It's going to be really important. I'm going to have to... yeah. Because I don't want to use mowers till, like, the end. There was one level where I had to use mowers at the end. Just because, like... yeah, that's how it's going to be sometimes. But, you know, that's just how it is. Should I get rid of my tail? I mean, it doesn't block that much. Also, yeah, again, sorry if my voice is fucked. But I can't do much about that. Because, well, you know, it's just how it is. Last night I actually had a major headache and my stomach was hurting, but, you know, I might just be a little sick. It happens, right? I think this level is mostly secured, actually, because I think it was just this, and then the one quote-unquote boss enemy. Yeah, which, now that she'll be attacked in every lane, might be fine, actually. That's actually really good, because now she's getting double hit. I might not have to use a Callie there, which is... Oh, nice, nice. I hope you're doing well. This... I figured I was gonna record. I'm recording this at the same time as, streaming, just because, it's taken me so long to actually continue this challenge, and... You know, what better way to continue the challenge than just stream it? I hope work's going easy, though. That's kind of concerning, but they're all in the main lane, so they're taking 2 damage per. Honestly, another energy wouldn't be bad. I guess this is the end of the level, though, so we can sacrifice a mower if we need. But I'd rather not. The middle lane, that's fine to sacrifice a mower just in case. Or, well, I guess unless he jumps at the end. But I'm hoping that breakfast rush wasn't too bad. Usually, I feel like that can be pretty rough. But, you know. Alright, well, this level was fairly easy. It makes me worried for the next levels, but... Yeah, this is gonna suck. The gimmick of this, place. But what I can do is place Gura, like, here, and slowly whittle down the HP of those. I should maybe find something for my throat. Oh, well, that's good. It's always like... Yeah. Ooh, you know, actually, let me... This might not be that worth it, but I want to see how well Ina does against these, just because of the tacos. I wonder if they can actually deal a good amount of damage to those? Because if they can, then, you know, finding knowledge for this challenge is very important. Yeah, because that means I can place another Gura, like, in that same lane. Like, I can place Gura here, which is gonna be good, because then that's more lane coverage. Though, up on the top, that's kind of worry. I might sacrifice a mower up at the top. Honestly, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just sacrifice some mowers, top and bottom, I guess, just because, well, you know. It's better to have a good setup, I guess, I don't know. Because these being destroyed means Gura can block well, all the lanes. Because Gura is like a 3-peater of this. Oh, that's good. Another one spawns there, so it's gonna at least get 2. It's just the production is so low because I have to wait. You see, that's why I'm kinda like worried about the mowers, because she can just jump between. If she jumps up one more, that's actually gonna be amazing, because then she's gonna get hit by that mower, If she jumps down, that's gonna be amazing too. I don't think she will. Okay, no, she does, which is good.
This day is straight. Listen.
That's actually really good for us. I don't know if she'll be able to take care of that. I might need to use Callie at the end there. They don't change targets. That was a little late. Unless I think that this run might be over. Yeah, we'll let it ride, I guess. Maybe I can get another Gura down. I don't know though. Maybe. That Callie placement was just late. If it wasn't for that, then maybe it would have been fine, but yeah, I'll place an Ame down there just to be safe, because we're probably gonna need it later anyway. Like, it's gonna have to be defended. Like, that lane, we're gonna need to have something there. We'll let it ride. The middle, the lanes without mowers being attacked is just, I think this run might be chalked. Yeah. Honestly, it might be better just to have a Gura in the middle, taking care of those two, instead of placing down two Inas. And just placing down... I don't know. Yeah. Because, like... If we place a Gura in the middle, she's only going to be defending the middle 3 lanes, which isn't that great. Like, we want to make use of her full lane cover. Okay, well... Yeah, she spawned on the bottom, which is not great, because if I place Gura here, she's going to be attacking all 3 of those lanes, which is good. But if she spawns on the lane that Gura's not going to be able to attack, that's kind of rough, you know? I might just place an Ame there, just to make sure it's safe, because I don't want to sacrifice the mower this early. Like, I really don't. I actually think that Gura might be able to... maybe... I don't know. We'll see, just because that's tanking so much, I don't know. I'll place Callie if I need to, but yeah. I think I'm gonna have to... I'm just gonna place another Ame on the top, I think. It's just like... Probably, yeah, because these are gonna take forever to be destroyed. Which... isn't great. That's probably gonna be the main downside for this, like, world. These things just spawning in our way. Because they're gonna be tanking so much. Especially if they're closer to, like, here. They're gonna be tanking so much for the enemies. For the Robos. I think Ame should be able to kill the box head. But... I think I'm gonna have to place another it's just so much. I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of those mowers. We can just hope that she jumps behind Gura. No, well, she jumped behind someone that's already, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to try it with everyone at some point. Holo ID feels like they have the best chance, though. Myth has a lot, but I don't know. At worst case, like, I still have the fallback of if we need to, we can, I want to wait till that one's destroyed so then I can place down Gura. But if it takes a really long time, then we do still have the fallback of, you know, we can put a producer down if we really need to. We did get to the massive horde though, so that's a good sign. Because, well, massive horde, as long as they stay out of the Ame lanes, then as long as they stay out of the Ame lanes and everything's spawned down, we should be good. And hopefully nothing spawns in this row, because if we can just have the mower take... actually... I'm gonna do that. Because maybe they'll jump down, like both of them. Yeah, and then it's gonna be good, because the mower's gonna take care of that whole lane, hopefully. God! Why'd you jump at the last second? That is... that is frustrating, holy... Well, we know we can get there. She just had to jump at the very last... the very last second. Oh, that sucks. Ugh. That was such a good run, too. We got to the final wave. It's literally... Yeah. Because it's fine to do some sacrifices, you know, if we need to. I also remembered that I can ×2 speed this. I was like, it's gonna take so long to get back there, but no, wait, yeah, I can just ×2 speed. Which, oh, that's annoying. Okay, can I at least... Yeah, I can have Callie take care of her. I'll place Ame down there. Oh, that's frustrating though. But as long as, you know, actually this is a fairly good setup, because the first A-chan spawned in the middle. I think Ame should actually be able to take care of a what does that even call? Filebox head? Bucket head equivalent. I feel like she should be able to take care of that if she's, you know, all the way back there. I'm gonna have to use another Callie, I think. Yeah. I don't wanna... I don't wanna risk that. I'm also kind of worried about down here, and I'm not too confident. Yeah, that's so frustrating. Hopefully she can take care of this too. That mower's gone, but that's fine. This isn't going as well as I'd like, but we've only lost one mower. So it's not bad, per se. I don't know if she can take care of that, though. It is the end, though, so maybe... As long as they don't go into the middle lane. They always jump like right at the end. Alright, well. Again, we know it's possible. We just have to be really lucky with where our shit is. Because we don't, I guess we just don't want to lose a mower at all. Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's just how it is. But that, I knew that was how it's gonna be going into this challenge. It's not gonna be easy. Okay, that's actually really good. We don't have to use energy. Like, the first 3 enemies spawning, the first 4 enemies spawning in these rows is actually amazing for us. Because if that gives us time to put down another Gura instead, then, like, that's more DPS, you know? That's actually really good for us. I don't... Maybe... That's kind of worrying, though. I'm gonna try and, like, Cali them once they're on the same spot. That's actually really good for us, though. If we can place another Gura down on the bottom, then this might actually be a turn. This might be the run. Because, like, just look at how much more DPS we have now that we have multi-lane coverage. And, like, okay, she jumped into the middle. That's actually really good. We have... Okay, this... I don't want to say anything yet, but this run is really good so far. Just because that DPS is amazing for us. Being able to place down 3 Guras. Just because that... We didn't have to worry about them getting to the mowers at the end because, like, they were spawning in the middle 3 rows. Really, really good. Honestly, as long as nothing, like, spawns late, we've won this because we can just get the mowers. Yeah. There's nothing spawning late. We won. Yeah. That's really good. Okay. See how much, like, RNG is gonna be important to this challenge? Because if, like, again, this run, at this level, we're 30 minutes in and we're on level 2. And it's just like, yeah. A good RNG changes the game for us. Narissa's in this, which is worrying. However, it's just Risa. Risa is like a blessing of like boss enemies. Because she's not gonna switch lanes. She's just gonna go in that one lane and get angry. There should be like some mechanic that if Kiara's down, then she doesn't get angry on that lane. But you know, that's actually level 3 is probably going to be slightly easier because we don't have to worry about, you know, we don't have to worry too much about lane coverage. Again, Risa is a blessing of a boss enemy. It's just actually the DPS needed to actually, kill her. I want to see how far one Gura, because I'm probably just going to use Callie for that. One Gura can't even get the burger off, but we do have enough for it. Like Gura. Gura is going to be the main, like, she's going to be carrying this whole run, I feel like. The other levels, like, as long as you can get a Gura down, that's so much cheaper than, it's so worth it for the lane coverage and everything. It's just, obviously, ideally, I'd want her on, row, or lane. I'd want her here and here. Honestly, that should work. Yeah, because whenever Gur is placed on someone, even though she's going to take a lot of damage, all 3 of the pellets hit, which is really good. Okay, that's actually really worrying because we haven't seen the prompt yet of the final wave. Yeah, I hope works easy for ya. Good luck. Okay, there's the horde, but yeah. Okay, I just need to hope that nothing spawns super late, and I can at least cover those, hopefully. Ina's gonna be really good stalling this. Because if I can stall them all into the same spot and then get a Callie down, that's this level done. They should be on the same spot now. Yeah. Not easier level. Again, Risa is a fucking blessing. But, well, that's not... but the enemy... The map layout's not the worst, but the enemies is very rough. We're gonna want to get 2 Guras down at least. Those being separated, it's good and bad for us. Because I can place Gura here. It's just... that one's not gonna be being destroyed. And we also have to hope that, things come in these 3 lanes. And of course the second one comes like right there. Which is not the worst. We might be able to get another Gura down, hopefully. Maybe. She just runs so fast. That's... But she was staying inside the range the whole time, which is good for us. Hopefully Gura can take care down there. I don't remember how much hits she needs to deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna... She can't hit next to her. That's... should be fine, actually. Because she's staying in the damage range the whole time? Yeah. If I can place more Guras down, that's gonna be great. I just need to place them like in front. More DPS is always good. We already have the whole map covered, which is, again, why Gura's so good for this. But that other one was tanking so much for her. That's... it could be better. I don't know about this one. We know that we can get the 2 Guras down like pretty fast, but I was kind of just hoping that she'd be able to get enough damage off, like right in front, because all three hitting. Also, we know that two Guras can't take care of Arisa, which is worrying that there's two in there. And then on the top, there's that. Yeah, I think this runs over. Oh, this. That was not the run. If we can be lucky enough to where the first few enemies spawn on like the top or the bottom 3 rows, then we'll be good. You see, that's good. As long as the other ones spawn like here, we'll be fine. Hopefully they spawn in Gura's range. It's the same as last time. It's frustrating. We know it's not impossible, but like, come on. I actually think we got the same set as last time. Though I don't remember a you know, cardboard box being spawned last time. I think I'm gonna sacrifice that bottom mower though. Just like, yeah. It's not the greatest, but I don't want to use production already. Oh, cheer is what it's called, yeah. Everything else should be fine. I'll place the other Gura in that row on the bottom. Yeah, I guess she was over, like, she was on the top row longer. I guess if she spawns in this row and, like, jumps around, it's fine, but if she spawns in this row, she doesn't take enough damage at the beginning to where she won't lose enough HP. Which kind of sucks. But again, this is RNG. That's how this whole challenge is gonna be. Okay, it's actually different on that row, which isn't bad. We don't know this pattern yet, but maybe more will spawn on the bottom. Oh, well, never mind. It's not the worst, though. Because that means we can place Gura at essentially any... But, okay, that's really bad for us. This one might just be chalked. I'll let it run, like I'll let it ride, but we'll just have to see. Because she's just gonna jump, do that. So it's not the greatest for us. Ugh. I probably should have placed her a little earlier, but it's fine, she didn't take damage. We'll see. We'll see if that early sacrifice is worth it. Cause like, that's fine, right? She should take enough damage, hopefully. No, she's not even like.
You little shit.
That's not great. That's really not great for us. I probably could have waited a little longer too, but then there's these still need to be spawned, like still need to be killed. This run is not going great. Is she good? Hopefully? No, okay. And that's 2 mowers gone because she's gonna jump down. And Arisa's gonna hit that on that line. And then the top. Could she kill? Yes, barely. This is not looking good in the slightest. I'm gonna have to place an Ame down on the bottom as soon as possible. Or those two get grouped up if Risa's just slightly faster. Because if she's catching up, but I don't know. She's not gonna jump down. And we don't even have any more mowers to take care of everything. We really just need to get lucky with our RNG and have the first few spawn on the same row. That's gonna be, like, the godsend. Because once that happens, we're gonna be able to save so much more. Or maybe... I don't know. I was gonna say maybe we can have Gura in the middle here. Place Ina here and here. Ah, well, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. She didn't spawn on the top. Okay, that's actually really good for us. Okay. No, but she jumped up. That's frustrating. She's just jumping all the way to the top. She might take care of... No, she's gonna jump all the way to the top. Well, it could be worse. So... we'll give it that. It could be worse. Okay, what about Risa there? How's that gonna go? Not well. Okay. That's also really bad too. That's very bad for us. Maybe I can place another Gura down soon enough, hopefully. No, but we need the DPS on the bottom. And see all those. Let's, this run might be chalked too. I don't know. Because I do not want to use another mower. I might have to though. I'm gonna let a mower take care of the bottom. Gura here. Please say that's enough. Or I can at least get a Callie fast enough. Alright. Yeah. RNG is not in our favor. I kind of want to try that idea of placing Gura in the middle. We'll see where the next one spawns. So I think what we'll do is have Gura take care of the first two that spawn. If we get lucky, then first three, because she's gonna spawn there. Hopefully stay in Gura's range. She might jump up to the top, yeah. Which is where I have tacos to hopefully... Yeah, that's actually good. It could go better, of course, but... You know, she was able to stall her to where she jumped, because I think her jump's on a timer rather than where she gets to. So she would normally probably jump whenever she got to here. But instead, she was stalled here for a little bit, so she just jumped out of the way. If we're lucky enough... was gonna say if we're lucky enough we could get them both at the same time, but it doesn't look like that. Honestly, if she jumps behind, that's not that bad. Because that gives the tacos more time to actually deal damage instead of just attacking the whatever it's called, the like shotgun machine. I forgot what they're called, like the stall games. I don't know. Then our goals is gonna be to get more Guras down just for extra DPS on the other lanes. Probably this lane first because she needs help. And hopefully that's going to be enough to deal with those ones further back as well. The Risas are kind of scary, but we also are almost at the final. Yes. Okay, good. So we're just going to keep the top lane. We also want to be careful of stragglers, because obviously more can still spawn. But and of course he's gonna jump up onto the top. That's annoying. That was a good run. And then she had to jump up on the top at the very end of it, which sucks. But I think we'll keep that strat in mind. We'll wait for the first two to spawn, then place down Gura, so then we know like what first few enemies we should take care of. And if we get lucky at the third, we'll go there as well. So looking like maybe the middle again. Yeah.
Hydrodynamic.
Both are on the middle so far. Yeah, it's fine. Just still feeling a little under the weather. Yeah. I think we're probably just gonna let one of those go. The RNG just sucks. Place Ina there. Because she should be able to take care of all that. I have been. Not that well, but I have been. She should jump up, right? I also think the burnt egg isn't really helping my throat either, but you know, I'm hungry, so can't do much about that. Is my AC on? It's not. No wonder it's so hot up here. Okay, that's actually a little better. Let's just hope that the other one doesn't spawn like on the top two rows. Hopefully. Okay, that's pretty good for us. We're gonna get some extra DPS on the bottom, which isn't bad. Though that's bad for us, because she's going to make it to the end. We've seen that happen a few times. Unless if she jumps down, that's actually really good for her, and of course not. Callie again. It's just, that's 100 cheer. That's 150 cheer down, and just, you couldn't even place her on the same like spot as that. That's 150 cheer down just because of a single enemy. A single type of enemy, but a single enemy. We'll sacrifice that top middle lane. It's gonna get rid of 3 anyway, so it's worth it. It's gonna get rid of 4, actually. That's even more worth it. Sacrifices must be made, I suppose. Risa on the bottom. Again, I have to take care of her, and that one, that guy's not catching up. Risa's fast, slightly faster. I want to get another Gura down, so then I can take care of that, but like, there's so much. This level's gonna be a struggle. The final wave's gonna come soon enough, though, which is gonna, you know, that's good for us. We just need to make sure that this top middle lane is fine. Why is there so much spawning in that lane? Please jump up. Oh, that lane already got taken care of. It's a little rough. Having to... It just fucks up so much multi-lane enemies. Because, you know, situations like that where they jump onto the lane without the mower. We had that one run. Well, we've had a few runs where it's gotten right to the end. And then, you know, kind of just fucks up there. But that's just how it is. That's not bad, I want to say. Okay, that's actually really good. First 3 enemies are taken care of. Hopefully first 4. She's gonna jump up, isn't she? Yeah, of course. And because of that, we have to do that. That's... Okay, that's also really bad because they're spawning in the 2 lanes Gura can't hit. She continues, of course not. Gonna have to place another Callie. It's just having to spend so much on a single enemy. It's rough, I will say. This could go very worth it because they're both on the same spot. Risa on the top's a little scary, but I don't know if we'll make it to the end without sacrificing a mower. And that's gonna get rid of that on the top too, which means we can place like Ame on there or something. Which will give us more DPS. We can place Ina down, maybe. Let's just let Risa hit the mower. Honestly, I think I'm gonna save to try and get a Gura for more coverage. More DPS in the top middle lane, because that's never bad. Can more cheer come, like, really fast plate there. Because that should help DPS on top middle, which is good. The bottom is a little scary, but if I can get enough cheer to place Callie, well, those are still at the, like, front of the stall. Where did Risa have to, like, spawn right on the top, too? Risa might... I need to do that. We can sacrifice the bottom for a mower, hopefully. Hopefully while one of them are in the lane. Please don't jump up again. Okay, that's really good for us, but, like, now there's this situation. And I don't get another Callie fast enough. That was rough. That was really good, though. But if we can reproduce that, where we get a Callie fast enough so then Gura can take care of the rest of them, then that's really good for us. Okay, that's not bad. I think honestly I can probably wait for the first 3 enemies to spawn before placing Gura. So then I can see like which lanes all 3 of them are in. Unless they spawn like that and they're on exact opposite. If they're like spawn next to each other, I can wait a little bit more, you know? That's not bad, but she's gonna jump up all the way to the top. We already know. We've been through this song and dance. Unless we... You see, I don't get that. I don't get why sometimes we kill her, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just do enough damage. You know... Actually... That's really good for us too. I'll place Gura here, yeah, because that's where the next enemy spawned. Hopefully she jumps down. If not, that's not the worst. We can just place another. You know, that's true. Because there's different, like... It shows up different messages. Safe, miss, cool, sad. So that's... Probably, honestly. Please, just one more cheer. One more cheer and we have amazing DPS. Alright, that is really good for us. Obviously, the top and bottom could be better, but I could place down 2 Ames or something. It's slightly cheaper than placing down a Gura, which wouldn't be that worth it anyway. I think I'm gonna let... I don't know. Hopefully she survives that. No, well it stalled a little bit, I guess. I don't... That wasn't the best idea. I probably should have just used, Callie. I don't think that, I think that Risa's just gonna make it to the end. Actually, if she makes it to the end now, and that actually kills, that's gonna be really good. And she jumps, of course. And she jumps right afterward, of fucking course. Though, maybe? There's still the bottom. There's still the bottom. I don't know how I should do this. Well, we did it. We managed to. That's good, right? That's yeah. Well, that... What level was that? I think that was 3, I want to say. It was 3 or 4. Let me just, like, see. Okay, I think it was 4. But okay. Yeah, it was 4. Just on it for so long. So... We're halfway through. After an hour. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. It's not the worst, but like... We'll see, we'll see. It's not the worst, but we will see. We have very limited placement this time because we have the top, middle, or bottom. Which we just gotta hope the first few enemies spawn enough for the middle, because we want to place Gura first. Because she has the best lane coverage. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. We just gotta hope the next few also spawn there. Okay, of course, spawn on the very bottom. But it's only a basic one, it's only a basic, so we might be able to get another Gura down. And the very top. Okay, this run might be cooked already. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna place a Gura on the bottom, I think. Yeah, and then just let her hit the mower. Or actually, you need more DPS there. Just gotta hope that... We just gotta hope for the end. Because DPS is gonna be our main, like... our main issue. Okay, that's fine. It's just spawning some basics. Never bad, never bad. If she made it to the 5th tile with... Well, it was also blocked there. So she made it 3 tiles, but taking ×2 damage, so she can probably make it like 6 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she would make it very far. Just realized I could have placed her a while ago. That's bad. That is really bad on me. Okay. And this is a 2-wave stage as well, so that's another reason for me to be really worried. I didn't realize that before I sacrificed the mowers. Gonna have to do that. Enemies should take damage when they're on a lava tile. Actually, I think they do. Can she get close enough? I was gonna wait till she got like close enough so I could just use Callie for all of them, but hey. And on the bottom, that's also not that great for us. Though we can do that. Use the lava to our advantage. They're gonna take a lot more damage. The middle row is not that safe, but that lava DPS is helping us a lot. Let's just hope there's no stragglers on the middle. Gonna have to do that early. Gura should be able to take care of that. Yes. Which is hopefully, and I'm gonna... Ame should help there. If I can get enough cheer, I can get another Callie down to help out on the top and clear out a few. This is like a no defense, which sucks. No, yeah, there's not enough defense to where, you know. I want to check one thing. I want to see if there's been an update in the shop. No, okay. I wanted to see, I'll wait till I can get those and just like slowly go down. But I wanted to see if there was maybe a hammer that, you know, refunds a portion of cheer. Because that would be game-changing for us. Because imagine that end where I can place Callie, kill a group, like, I could have like, you know, used the hammer on the Gura there, get some sun back, place another Callie on the bottom, that would have been the run. I'm gonna reset because I don't want to... I want the enemy to be in the middle. I want the enemy to be in one of the middle rows. That's gonna be, like, good for us. Like, we need to do that. Like, actually, no, we can't. There's no point in even trying to do the other two because we need to get the DPS spread out. So like this, those 3 lanes are covered. So we're making full use of Gura's 3-lane coverage. Where if I placed her on the top, it'd only be 2 lanes. We at least want the middle one placed first. Honestly, that might be good. I think she should be able to take care of that. Gura was able to, so Ame should hopefully be able to. It's just gonna be really late. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That helps us with more coverage as these are getting destroyed, because if these get destroyed, we can place another Gura in the middle. It's gonna increase DPS. It's gonna be good. Do blah blah blah, you know. I could also place a Callie to help destroy those, but I feel like that's not that worth it. I feel like slowly whittling them down is just a better use. Because like this one's close to being destroyed. That bottom one's also close, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do this. I did. I meant to play. Okay, that's. I meant to place Callie. Alright, that's, a tremendous fumble. I don't know how I'm gonna recover from that. That is actually a huge fucking fumble there. I don't know. Just gotta hope that she can survive. Has the final wave actually? No, it hasn't even come yet. That is such a fucking fumble. Shit. That. And this is on a timer, unlike in PvZ, so normally it would have spawned the final wave. Because in PvZ, yeah, I can't do that. Like, 3 lanes don't have... sure, whatever, I'll let it ride. It's just like... that's frustrating. Maybe we'll get lucky enough, though. Those are, like, too separated. That was the thing. Shit. The enemies are, like, so fucking separated off each other. Which is why Ina's really good, because the tacos keep them, like, right on top of each other. And then I could just place Callie and get rid of all of them. Honestly, I might save to place Ina on the top and bottom instead of Ame. Or I can place... I don't know. Tis frustrating.
It is me, the shark.
Let's just hope that the other enemies spawn in the middle. Oh, whatever, it's not the worst. Spawn on the very bottom. Place Ame. Not place Ame. Like, it's just a basic one. Then I can place down, you know, place down Ina in front. But I should have all these lanes defended first. Please just... Okay, yeah, there's definitely something with... Nah, fucking hell. There's definitely something with her damage being semi-random. Because normally that should have been able to kill. Is that the worst? We'll just keep Callie there. Actually, kind of sucks because I could place Gura there instead. Because now that lane's now protected. Like, look, she's not gonna make it to the end. I mean, even if there is a streak of worse. No, yeah, there's definitely something. Which, I mean, that's cool. Kind of stupid, I didn't... I think my brain is fried. Can I get one more cheer, please? For fuck's sake. Of course, it's after. I don't know what's going on, man. My brain is cooked. It's not even the final wave. Gonna have to Scally there. Can she please take care of... Oh, for fuck's sake. It's just one hit, really? I'm just gotta hope that everyone on that lane already spawned. And no. Luckily enough, Gura can hit multiple lanes, but... Let's need more cheer, because hopefully Ame can, like, stall them onto each other. And I just need to wait for them to all be on the same tile. Okay. I was not confident in that run, but... Hey, if it works, right? This is a gimmick level, never mind. I thought, like, I still had to worry about cheer, but no, this is a gimmick level. Which is a nice break. Because I can just, you know... Callie is gonna be carrying this, and well, shit like that can still happen, but I'll wait for her to jump and then... I guess it is lava, but like, come on. That's not the worst.
It is me, the shark.
Come on.
Good morning.
He's placing Ame in the back like artillery, just continuous fire. The lava does make it frustrating because can't do much about it.
You little shit. Gumbo bumbo.
But again, it's a gimmick level, so it's fine. It's not gonna be as super frustrating.
Good morning.
Let's place a bunch of Ames in the back. Honestly, Ames and Ina's just slowly. Because then they can just, you know, shoot at you. Mansugura too is doing that. Oh well. At least she redirects, which is good. Kiara is also really good, just because she can float over everything, so even if there's a lava on the tile, she's just gonna be, you know, piling over it. Alright. Alright. I prefer not to lose any mowers if possible, but, you know. Yeah. This is going well enough, right? Cali Reaping is just, yes, it does so much, like, big damage. I mean, that's why she's the GOAT. Well, it's nice to play gimmick level before it's probably gonna throw us into hell. Level 2-7. You know, actually, Iris is another blessing. There's some strong enemies, but Iris is a bit of a blessing, I gotta be honest. And we don't have to worry about the fucking games here. I don't have to worry about the shooting stalls, which is very helpful. I can't do much to avoid that, it's just on the very bottom. If she was like slightly higher up, then I could contemplate, but the very bottom and the very top is annoying. Because if they spawn anywhere in the middle, I can be like, I can wait for the next enemy to spawn. I don't like how kind it's being to me. It's giving me a lot of time to set up. She's definitely gonna get to the end, 100%. I don't think I can deal enough damage. Unless, like, you get lucky enough. No, yeah. Can I get sheer? I really don't want to have to deal with a mower already. I guess Iris is... Can't really do much about that. I could do that. I'm gonna have to rely entirely on Callie to deal with Iris. Which is, you know... just how it is. It's fine though. Wherever the next Iris truck spawns, I'll place on next Iris car. I'll place another Gura there. If one charges fast enough. I need more cheer, obviously, but we'll see. Alright, where is she gonna spawn? Because I want to see if... And if she spawns in the middle and, like, it takes 3 Guras to kill, that's gonna be kind of frustrating. There's a bucket on the bottom, though, which is worrisome. And the top. That's fine. Let's see if that's enough DPS to kill her. The 3 Guras. Barely. It's barely enough. That is totally not concerning. You know what? We'll sacrifice those mowers. We might be able to get another Gura down. Well, not if that happens. She's blocked. So I kind of need to use Callie there. I want to place another Gura here. But hopefully it's soon enough that I can actually kill that one at the bottom. I don't think it will be, though. It won't. I need to place another Callie. Come on. Okay. Scary. I'm gonna let the bottom lane go as far as possible. No, I'm just gonna wipe that lane. Again, that level was a little tricky. Now we know that it takes 3 Guras to kill a Hope Truck, but you know, it wasn't that bad. I'm extremely worried about 8 and 9 though, because on here, on these two, it took me like combined so fucking long. I had to give in to using production. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. But I'll be damned to say if it's good. The map setup isn't great either. I'm tempted to restart already because you spawn on the top, but like, maybe we'll get lucky enough.
Good morning.
Place Ame there. That should ease our load a little bit because she can just protect the top row as long as it's.
It is me, the shark.
If it's a cardboard, if it's a box head, a cardboard head, or basic, should be fine. I hope. Yeah. So that's gonna make it a little easier on us, but how far is she gonna make it? Holy shit. Right up until the end. I'm just gonna hit them both if possible, just it's easier for there. Yeah, there has to be some sort of RNG, which is interesting. It's cool. It's good to have some sort of nerf for, you know, like, good ability. This might not be the best time to try it, but I kind of want to see how Kiara is for that. It's multi-wave too. That's great.
You little shit.
I need some shield. Sacrifice that row because there's no one in it. Any loss is bad. Fuck, that was just a little too late. I didn't even see it. That's another lane gone. That's, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think this one's just chalked. I mean, maybe I can do that. Maybe that'll stall long enough, but... yeah, no. This one's gonna take a whole different approach, huh? I have a feeling I'm going to rely on Kiara a lot more for this one. Just stall game. Honestly, I might place Kiara first, just in, like, just right here. She's gonna continuously deal damage to it, and infinitely revive. Then I'll place down a Gura. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's just the DPS sacrifice. I don't think that's worth it. I can place Gura down now, but I don't know. We have one destroyed, but like, at what cost, you know? That bottom lane's maybe. Callie, take care of that. I think the top row might do that. I don't know. It's very risky because, like, I have to sacrifice that bottom row now. Probably would have been better to sacrifice that top row if we knew that the, like, bucket head was gonna be there. But I don't know. I don't know. That's fine. We'll take a sacrifice on the top row. Lose that mower. It'll be fine, hopefully. That's how I feel. Yeah, hope car is in the middle too, which is great. Get some cheer, please. Still not liking this. We're gonna lose another mower too. I don't know how I feel about this. No, yeah, I can't. That bottom row still needs to be taken care of. Top row still needs to be taken care of. Kiara's really, really good. It's just, you know, actually, like, I don't know. Actually getting Kiara down in replace of our DPS? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's not sped up. I was wondering why it's taking so long. I'll probably just place Gura first, and then just hope. Middle two lanes. Just gotta hope that those take enough damage to be destroyed. I don't know. I could place. I guess I could just save up for a Gura. Like, instead of placing down Ame, just because the DPS is gonna be so much better on the middle and top and bottom middle rows. It's just. fuck it.
The shark.
I'll do that. It's gonna help with our DPS in those 2 rows. I can place Ame in front of the Guras, just so then every row has double damage. Let's... It's really tricky, you know? Having to strategize around everything and having to worry about RNG at the same time. Thought I might have to use an insta there. That was worrying me. I will have to here, because that's not going to do enough damage. I would love to place down... Yeah. That's fine. It's not the best, but I don't want... The worst case scenario is going to be losing a mower on this wave. We don't want that. We really don't want that. What we want is, you know, to save all the mowers for later. I'm just gonna hope that that does enough damage. I hope that they can all stack up on each other. Yeah. That's 2 mowers down though, is the thing. I need to place another one because otherwise Gura's gonna die. Come on, really? Like, that's why I'm worried, because like the RNG makes those like that so much more worrying, because I don't know if that's gonna do enough damage. Because Mika's just gonna one-shot. That's mower's gone. That's very bad for us, especially since the last wave hasn't even fucking spawned yet. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Can the last wave spawn? Holy. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I'm not recovering from that. Well, that sucks. But hey, it is what it is, right?
Good morning.
It's annoying. And on the very bottom, too. I'm not gonna let that one ride. Like, at the top and bottom, that's horrid for us. Like, if we have to... Again, we need to be super cautious with our cheer. Which is why I don't want to just use Insta every chance I get, but sometimes it feels like I have to. Okay, that's really good.
The shark.
The first 2 enemies spawned in rows that Kerrigan hit. That's good. I don't even mind the bottom. I don't mind that. That is kind of annoying. But you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be completely fine. Trust me. Trust me. I feel more like I'm trying to convince myself that, but that's just how this is. I'm worried because still I don't remember how much shots it takes, and I don't know if she has the DPS to actually take care of that.
I am
Fuck it.
Hydrodynamic.
Fuck it. It's fine, it'll be completely fine. I don't want to throw away a lot of cheer, but sometimes I've gotta. Bottom middle I might sacrifice if I need to. If Gara can kill the Buckethead, then that's great, but if I need to sacrifice that row, then so be it. As much as I would like to keep the mower, it's just how it is. And the hope. I'm gonna have to use Kelly on the bottom too, because I can't even... Unless I can get 50 cheer real quick, then I have to do this. Because he's way too close. It's just the Bucketheads. The Bucketheads advance so far, which keeps everything else so far, like, everything else undamaged, untouched. Can she run, like, slightly faster? Okay. I almost missed that cheer. And we're gonna need another one to take care of the hope, maybe. Yeah, 100%, it's not even damaged. How much do you need to... Like, we saw 3 Guras able to take care of it. Can I get more cheer, please? Please, please, really fast. Quick, please. It's not fast enough. I'm just gonna let that go. Because there's 2 on that row anyway. I want those to group up a little more. If they can do that, then...
Good morning.
The other rows still have mowers, so it's fine. Come on, just one more cheer. Please. Just give me one more fucking cheer. Please, holy shit.
Oh snap, I'm
Oh, that was... Oh, that was almost bad. Did you see how fucking close that got? Oh, Callie is the goat. Holy shit. Callie is actually the goat if her range was even slightly shorter. Now into 9. I hate the look of this. Irisa isn't too bad on her own, as we've seen, but, like, there's 3 of these. Oh my god, this is... Damn. Let's just hope that they spawn there. Because we really only have 2 options of where to place units. Because again, Kiara is like the only character that can survive that on our team. Kiara's the only member we have that can survive standing in front of those stuff. And actually, please catch up. It could be better, of course, but it ain't bad. I'm not gonna be able to get enough soon enough. So at least we're able to get two birds, one stone type shit. She's not even in range. That sucks. Though she can stall for a while, maybe. She can stall for a really long fucking time. That sucks at the top there. And we still have more. We still have, you know, much more left of the stage. But like, I wish you could stall more. Whatever. We lost our main DPS. It's whatever. It's only been like 2 hours, so it's fine. Please spawn the next one in like that proximity. Please spawn the next one in one of these 3 lanes. Alright. It could be better, but that's... Looks like we still don't know where the 3rd one's gonna spawn. Risa spawned there, it's not the worst. Tis Risa, so we already know how to use Kali. But that's big damage on that, which gives us more opportunity for DPS later if we manage to do that. So, you know. Yeah, that's a Oregon. Unless... Kara with a save. Actually, can those, like, please jump onto the same spot? No, they're the same speed, so they're not gonna catch up to each other. That's fine, because it's the same Oregon. I would have liked if that back one could have his... No, I need a reset. That's a massive waste of cheer because she jumped at the same time. Like, if that happens, it's just... That's the run over, because that's 50 cheer just wasted. Just down the drain. It didn't even hit anyone. A basic... brown coats HN, that doesn't... It doesn't matter, because literally anyone on our team could, get the kill. Please spawn in one of these 3, and I'm just gonna rely entirely on RNG for this. I know that this is gonna be a really hard level, because, like, it's the level right before a gimmick stage, right before the end of this, like, section, so, you know... We'll see. Please, just please spawn in. Actually, anywhere, honestly. Anywhere is good, because she spawned in the middle. So that's... The middle is the perfect one for us, because that means anywhere that they can spawn, Gura can hit. Unless the 3rd one spawns all the way down there, which is bad for us. But... if we can get enough cheer in time, we can get his Risa. Let's place Kiara there. She's gonna hit that a lot. I'll wait for her to jump. I'd rather not waste Kiara's efforts there. Because she can just destroy that. It'll be fine. I can place Ame down on the bottom row later. And Gura gets one tapped. Lovely. I'll wait till we actually hit 2 hours before I because again, I don't want this to be super long. I'll try later on my own, but I like, again, I don't want to spend such a long fucking time just doing a single level on stream. I can't imagine that being entertaining. Like, I'm gonna do it on my own time later on. I also need to work on finish editing the part 1, because that's gonna be a long video, probably like 20-30 minutes, unless I can actually cut it down enough. But like, come on, I would watch it. Most of the videos I watch are like 30 minutes to an hour, so you know. It's actually really good, as long as she can kill, which I'm kind of worried that she can't. Can I get more cheer, please? More cheer? That sucks, because I was gonna wait longer, so then... Whatever, please, yeah. And of course, you had to jump out of the way. That would have been so good. I don't know, I might reset. This is already such a bad run. Yeah. I don't even want to bother. We didn't even make it to the first wave. This is gonna be a frustrating level. But again, I'll just... Till we get to 2 hours, because I don't want to, you know, spend... I'm willing to spend 3 hours on a level off stream. On stream, though, I just feel like that wouldn't be entertaining. Like, I could go do something else. You know, that's fine. Whatever. I'll let it ride. Never mind. If the third enemy is Risa, we're just gonna reset. Because we know it doesn't have to be. If the third enemy is Risa, unless... Like, if the third enemy is Risa and it's on, like, the same 3 lanes, and we don't have to worry about placing another Kura for... So let's say, like, HN, and then Risa comes down the middle. That's fine. But if it's HN, and then Risa, I'm just not even gonna bother. Because then I have to worry about, you know, placing another unit down just to take care of the one, which is gonna spend so much more of my cheer, while I can also get, like, well, I can get this instead, where it's 3 HNs. 4 even. Like, the next one's for sure gonna be Risa, on the very bottom. But look at how much more I get to save up. And since I already know I can't take care of Risa, I'm just gonna place Gura there. I'm gonna let Risa hit the mower. Because, like, worst case, it's it's fine, it could be worse. Best case, okay, I'm gonna have to do that. Best case, you know, something else spawns, and like another Risa, or maybe she jumps down, hopefully fast enough. No, she jumped up anyway. It would have been good, but that's fine. Like, you know? Yeah, she wasn't gonna... And, like, there's another Risa on the top. That's... whatevs, right? I can just do this, and then all 3 of them dead. Well, she was on multiple, which is really good for us. We just need to make sure that the bottom row and the row that Kura is in is safe. Cause like, that sucks. And they're not gonna hit that. They're gonna actually go to the. They're gonna go to the one without a mower. If they jumped up, that would have been fine. But no, they didn't. They jumped down to the one that. Like if it's at the wave and they're gonna kill Gura, then it's an unfortunate loss, but we can recover. But if they jump onto a spot that doesn't have a mower, I don't think I can recover from that. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I don't know. You see, that's... I don't like that. I don't like that. Races on one of the rows I have to place on, which isn't that great. Sure, I could let that mower go, but I'd rather not. Like, if I'm gonna let a mower go, it needs to be, like, right by the, end of wave. Or, like, right by the wave. Because then at least we're gonna be able to whittle down the wave, you know? And whatever. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it's just, you know, sometimes it's just tick. It happens, I guess. Nah, but Risa spawned in the middle anyway. Because we already know we can't take care of Risa. I don't want to use... I want Risa to go into a lane that we aren't placing on. Because... like... I don't want to use Callie on her. Honestly, I'd rather let a mower go early. As much as I don't want it to. If she spawns in the middle lane, that's actually really good for us. Because then when both the Guras are down, that's going to do a lot more damage. Because she's going to be just taking hits from both. But if she's in, like, the top or bottom, I will use a Callie if she's, like, over another enemy. But why is she spawning on... Look. Like, you know what? Fine. I'll let it ride. We'll see what happens. If she can jump down here fast enough, that'd be amazing. I doubt it, but... yeah, she's not even gonna jump down. That's... You see, that's why I don't even want to bother letting it ride, because we need to place down a second Gura, which... if we use the 50 to place Callie down, then we have to wait for 2 more cheer to come, and the cheer is very scarce, so it's not that worth it, you know? I'd rather just... I'll let it ride if she needs to hit a mower, but... like, otherwise, I don't know. Let's see who the third enemy is. That's fine, I guess. Maybe I'm able to get enough cheer. Probably not. And Risa spawns in that row. It's... I know that, like, Plants vs. Zombies has an RNG manipulator, so you can go to, like, a certain save point, basically. You can have save states and then just mess with the RNG, but... yeah... I wonder if this game will ever get a mod like that, because that would help a lot of challenge runs. Because this is theoretically possible, right? Like, all the levels are theoretically possible that I've done. Even the ones that I've had to, like... sacrifice and like just given and have producers, even those are doable, right? It just takes the right string of RNG. Like, look, it's possible for Risa not to spawn on the row that you're placing on. But you get the right string of RNG and you're fine, you're set. That's what I need. But I don't know if there's an RNG manipulator for this. I also think that's a mower down already by a basic and no, actually no. If anyone's gonna take a mower down, I'd much rather. And Kura's dead. And she's gonna jump up and then yeah. It's going. This level is the main level that like I'm actually struggling hard on. I have to rely so much on RNG. The other ones have been kind of a breeze. This one though, because the main difficulty is we can't take care of Risa if Risa spawns in this or this lane, that's the run over. Because we can't take care of Risa. We need like, I don't know, like 5 Guras down to actually take care of Risa because of how strong she is. But if she spawns in one of these rows, one of the other 3 where we're not placing units, then it's somewhat fine because, and look, she spawned there. I'll let you see. Because with Risa spawn, oh wait, actually, if she catches up, that's gonna be good for us. Normally, I wouldn't have used Callie there because now we have to wait much longer to actually be able to place Gura, and then she's gonna get there and kill Gura, probably. Because she's gonna jump down, and yeah, we don't have enough to place another Callie. Not fast enough. So Risa just stalls for the enemies very well. So we need to get good RNG to where Risa doesn't spawn on one of the lanes replacing Gura. Because then we don't need to place down Callie to take care of her. Because Risa hitting into a mower, it is what it is. Best case, Risa spawns in the middle row and then both Guras are hitting her. The best case scenario, one of the RNG, we can have up to 4 basic HNs spawn, which is amazing for us. I've also determined, like, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more rounds after I hit 2 hours, because like, to me, I don't think it's gonna be fun watching me struggle on a single level for 3 hours. I'd rather just do that on my own time when I don't have to worry about, like, because I can always record, right? I can just have the script ready for later and record. But like, otherwise I kind of need to, yeah. Otherwise I'm worrying about background noise at the same time, and it's not that great. So I can play this on my own time and finish the challenge. But we'll see. Please take care. Please take care of her. And she's gonna jump behind, so I can't even bother using Callie. You see, this is probably our best run yet. Just because we actually have both Guras down and stuff charged. Risa getting to the end there isn't gonna be that bad of that big of an issue. Hopefully there's other on that spot though. Which no, it doesn't look like it, but there's no point in using Callie because it's not gonna hit the other one. Oh, that could have been so much better. Ame's sacrifice was not in vain. You see, and now I need to wait for them to be on the same tile so then Callie can. And they're just slightly too far, even though they were on the same tile. You see, after we get past the first wave, that's when it's just like, it's Jover, man. Because we don't have any resources. What I'll probably do is I'll do this try. And then see, depending how this goes, I will like I'm not gonna end it. I'm gonna like just use the producers and then I'll come back to the level on my own time. See, fuck. I should have waited just a second longer. It's fine. But I'll use the producers and erase this spawn to that row anyway. Yeah. Use the producers, I'll come back to this level in my own time and just like try it. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Screw it. I'll come back to the level in my own time. I'll record it. I'll make sure to show all my failed takes, but which one's worse, actually? Enemy she's blocking will give me cheer, which is, you know, much worse than an enemy in your lane dying drops cheer. I'll come back to this on my own time though and make sure to try and complete it. I'll spend 3 hours on it trying to complete it to determine how possible it is. But again, that's just like, again, that's the point of this challenge. It's supposed to be hard. It's just, I can't imagine watching someone try and fail on a single level for 3 hours is going to be entertaining. So I'll do that on my own time. I'll show all the failed outtakes in the video. That's the main reason the other video is going to be like so long, the part 1, just because I'm trying to find out how I should put the other things in the video, right? Like, I want to try and do it as authentically as possible, but you know, you see that? Just look at how helpful that is. Just getting more cheer is amazing. And honestly, we can farm Risa for cheer. It's just so much better. Oh shit. Oh well, she died anyway. But like, you know, it's so much less impossible. It's still gonna be a bit of a struggle, but stalling would be nice. The only issue is, like, the shield is amazing for stalling. It's just, unlike in Plants vs. Zombies, the stalling is very limited to where, shit, to where, come on, really? Like, look, it's still not gonna be completely just, oh, such a breeze now that I have, shit, but, and the music muted. I was wondering when this was gonna happen, because if you reset at the same time you die, the music just doesn't play anymore. But, yeah, it's a struggle. It's not gonna, like, make it leagues easier now that I can do this, but, that's what I was saying about stalling. Like, Nodoka, she's amazing for stalling them in a single spot, which allows Callie to, like, you know, hit them. It's just, it's not gonna, like, make it leagues easier now that I can do this, but, that's what I was saying about stalling. Like, Nodoka, she's amazing for stalling them in a single spot, which allows Callie to, like, you know, hit them. It's just, it's so much better. unlike in Plants vs. Zombies, the stalling is very, like, it's... Enemies are on a timer rather on a massive health bar. And Plants vs. Zombies is a massive health bar that's going on, that's slowly going down, and, you know, that's slowly building down, and you get to... That's when enemy spawns happen. Enemies spawn on a invisible health bar. So once more zombies die, more enemies spawn, you can stall for a lot in the beginning, collect as much cheer as you'd like. But in this, enemies are on a timer, so this is always, like on an invisible timer, this is always going up, and enemies are continuously spawning no matter what. Which sucks, but not much can be done like to change that. That's just game design. That's how the creator decided to do it, rather than invisible health bar. But just look at how much easier it is now that I can actually, like, get stuff down. And, like, it's not completely, like, viable. It's still, like, much more possible than it would be. But it doesn't make it a breeze. I still have to continuously place stuff down. And, like, still have to somewhat strategize. It just makes it so... it sounds so weird.
I'm thinking of you in bed.
Like, yeah. It's... I don't know how to, like, describe it. I'll let them hit the mower, just so then that lane I don't have to worry about. Yeah, like, imagine trying to do this without any form of production. That's why it's only theoretically possible if your RNG is good enough. I still am gonna try it later and show, like, how long it could have taken, but for now, I can't imagine it being entertaining, just watching me try and fail on a single level over and over again. And again, I'm just using the bare minimum. Exactly. Like, the amount of damage you can get down is so much better. Even 8? Like, look, it's still not completely a breeze. Like, honestly, it's still kind of spooky. I have to still let mowers go just to beat the level, but it's not, like, a complete breeze. Like, imagine trying to do that without Nodoka. Just, it feels so impossible. I'm still gonna try later, of course. I don't know. Yeah, this is a gimmick level. Again, it's a gimmick. That's why it's so much better. I don't need Nodoka, but, like, it's like, it feels so impossible. I'll just continuously try and, like, break stuff. I don't care if we have to lose a mower at the beginning, it's fine. I was kind of hoping that would break the tile. That's really good for us, because now we can just do that. It's Callie, or Kiara here. Callie later, hopefully. Oh, I can place Gara here. I was gonna place Callie there, but that's fine. Callie can destroy it. It'll hopefully destroy it. Do some damage there. Ina is gonna be... Ina and Kiara is just the best shields. As long as nothing else is there, then... You know. Kiara's just gonna be a fucking wall.
I am hydrodynamic.
It's just... This is how it feels like having the, production. This is similar to what production feels like. You can just always have something down. Rather than having to rely solely on... Oh shit, do I have enough? I would love to see, like... I hope the series does well, mainly just because I want to see other people try it, you know? I want to see, like, other people, their methods and how they play the game. Because I think that'd be fun. I want to see just how far they can get without, you know. She is, though. She's just so strong. Like, Kiara is... If you ever played Payday, she's like the, head chief. I forget what his name is. We're just the, you're up against the wall and I am the fucking wall. That's how Kiara feels, just because of how good she is. Yeah. This is so much easier. Again, I still want to try it later. I mean, Callie's just goated. Like, oh, look at this massive horde. It's gone. I know music. Again, I remember when we were first playing through it, I talked about it as well, but the music is just fucking amazing. Like, the boss themes? Peak. I really can't wait to see, like, other... Like, how other gens do. Because I'm curious. I wonder how, like, how far everyone can make it, theoretically. You know. Let's, just go through. Like, that was so fucking... This is such a breeze. I'm gonna come back to this level, though. So, whenever I finish part 1, I, like, finish editing and that, again, still need to learn how to, like, actually do that. I want to make it entertaining. These two levels I was not able to beat. Story 1.8 and 1.9 I was not able to beat without, you know, without actually using producers. This, Story 2, just this one, I wonder how story 3 will go, but story 2 was just 2-9, which that was fucking tricky. To be honest, you were able to get through most of it though. We got through 9 out of 10 levels. On 2, we got through 2 out of 9. Or, you're 9 out of 10 levels. On this one, we got 9 out of 10 levels. The other one, we got 8 out of 10 levels. Yeah, I think I said that right. But, you know, hopefully it's not as tricky next time. Hopefully, story 3 is a little easier. Oh. I'll look for someone to raid, but I'm probably gonna yap for a little bit too. Necro's streaming. Streaming Night Rain. And yeah. If he's still streaming in a little bit, we'll probably raid him. Surely. But I guess, yeah. I don't really know what else to talk about. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So if I don't have to worry about background noise and my throat's feeling a little better, then we'll probably try and do karaoke tomorrow, but we'll see. I can't think of anything else. Next Wednesday, maybe. Next Wednesday or the Wednesday after that, I'll be doing Pico Park collab. Should hopefully be fun. And I can't think of anything else. Friday, no stream because gonna be busy. I'm gonna be out Wednesday, or the weekends, not typically streaming because background noise, but who knows, maybe. We'll see. Worst case, tomorrow for the karaoke. Worst case, I will push it back to next week. Aside from that though, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me get this raid set up on Twitch's end. And actually, I kinda want to see if I can join. He's playing Night Rain, so I kinda want to ask if I can join. You know? Nah, it's fine. I'll raid him. If I can join, I just won't stream my POV. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's using his model right now, so be prepared for a flesh tuber jump scare. But let's see. Yes, I've collabed with him before twice. Cuphead a little bit ago, and then we also played Stick Fight with Dawn and Keone a little while ago. That was like, damn, almost a year ago now. It's getting close, but I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. I can't think of anything, so make sure to take care of yourself. Go grab something to drink, something to eat, a snack. Make sure to take care of yourself. Get some rest. Shower if you need to. I hope to see you in the next one, and bye bye.